This video and its content are operated underneath the guise of the Fair Use Act.
Boy don't play, 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 boy don't play.
What's poppin', everybody? Now, I know I usually do not come live unless we are doing Media Showdown. But today we are live over here on the circus, or on the press box, and I decided to play the circus press box theme because the circus is circusing once again. And because this is very familiar to us, I decided to go back into the old school archives and pull up one of the old intros that I had, especially the one that is for the press box. Now, as y'all know, last night, if you did not watch it, I do have it on my page, even though, you know, people might have watched it as it was happening or whatever the case may be. I did catch some of Blueface, Papa Blue, and Carlissa being refereed by Bree on Blueface's Twitch stream last night. Shout out to everybody who is tapping in. And there were a lot of things that were said during that Twitch stream that need to be dissected. But not only that, Blueface opened up a can of worms, and Jaidyn is out here bitter like she's never been bitter before, popping it the way that she's been popping it. But a lot of content creators, bloggers on YouTube specifically, and maybe a couple of commentators, commenters, not commentators, but commenters over on Instagram, people are starting to call Blueface out for the narcissistic behavior that he is displaying. However, I find it quite, I don't want to say alarming or concerning because it's neither one of those things. No, what this is some bullshit. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm not going to give you a candy-coated raindrop. I'm going to call the thing a thing and a spade for what it is. Now, before we get into all of this, I do want to take a moment to shout out everybody. Let me get my comments up here on the screen. It is just I. It is just I. So shout out to Kayla, thanks, bye, who has become a member over here on the press box on YouTube. If you are tuning in from Twitch, don't worry, I'm going to shout you out as well because I see y'all too. Shout out to Nima508, who has also become a member. Now, I have also dropped the link. So if anybody wants to come up and add their 1-2, you are able to add your 1-2 because normally we don't do this until it's What Say You Wednesday, but what the hell? Because it's take it up a notch Tuesday, I guess we could say. But shout out to the new members. Shout out to Be More, Pigs Fly, and Quita. I don't know. I like that name. Shout out to Lady T on the square, that square biz. Shout out to Latanya. Shout out to Lachey. Heidi B is up in here. Nessa is in here. Miss Nina. Rosen, what's poppin', girly? Peace, 52-169. Hey, boo. What's poppin', Coco Drips? What's poppin', Nelly? What's poppin', Flower X Audrey? Miss September, I see you. Hey, Trina. Hey, Bobby Burnett. What it do? Hey, Austin. Hey, Miss Eyes. Hey, Lashana. What's poppin', Odd? Okay, we've got Natrisha and Kel Bell's over there on the Twitcher. Okay. Let me see. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Rochelle? What's up, Lady Gang Movement? Teddy B is up in here. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Tabitha Blout and Erica over there on Twitch. Shout out to Nicole over on the Twitcher as well, tapping in, and Blackberry and everybody who is here. So what's popping uniquely? The snipers are in the building. What's popping, Sherm? All right, so if I missed you, do not feel away. I'm just trying to get this out the way because normally I jump on my Instagram and give y'all just audio of me popping it. But today I said, you know what? No. Take your behind over there to Twitch. Over there to Twitch and to YouTube and say what you got to say over there. So, boom. So, last night, Carlissa and Papa Blue, I have no idea what the purpose of them going over there was when they were on the live stream with Blueface because they were unhashing a lot of I want to say ghosts from the past because Carlissa was bringing up the incident. Well, let's walk through it. Papa Blue was saying that Carlissa was a cheater. He brought her ex-husbands Tony and what's the other one's name, y'all? Y'all know what the other one's name is. But he brought Tony and Frank, was it Frank? Into the situation and into the conversation. They talked about Carlissa's brush job. They talked about their relationship as parents together with him over the years. They also brought up the situation that Carlissa mentioned where she is accusing Papa Blue's ex-wife of pinching Blueface's penis. Now, I'm going to say this. Papa Blue, I have no idea how, why, what, when, or in what world you figure that was done by an accident, but that's what he was saying, that, it may have been done by an accident, and Blueface was not making it any better because it just really felt like it was weird as fuck. I can't think of anything else to try to explain it besides weird as fuck. Now the sound is going to get a little wonky right now because I'm about to unplug because my mic wasn't on just yet because I need to pull the video up. But it sounded crazy as hell because Papa Blue was making excuses. Blueface seemed like, I don't know, like this was just really weird. So let me go ahead and let me pull up the press box. Let me get the video on here, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my microphone on. Okay. So last night I did not catch from the beginning of when all of this happened. I will do my best to try to capture Blueface's Twitch streams and the other Twitch streams as they go live as I can. I cannot make any guarantees that I will always have things from the beginning or not, but I will do my best to get you guys the best parts of the video as best as I can, okay? I don't be sitting by my computer just waiting for them people to go live. So let's get this up here. All right. So this is the Twitch stream from last night. We're going to watch just the parts where they are talking about Blueface having his penis pinched when he was a child. All right. So let's get into it.
Like she's doing this on purpose.
She did.
Okay, hold on.
Get y'all together. So don't try to embarrass me. Did she pinch it?
No.
Did the lady pinch her dick?
Mom, what's up with you and this tit for tat?
Did the lady pinch it?
You just want to go
they
back?
Love to try to talk shit. They not bringing up the real shit. Yeah, because she squeezed it.
He told me it could be accident.
He didn't tell you.
He didn't tell me. Then you didn't tell me.
I told you.
Yeah.
No, he
that
told me.
You didn't get her together from pinching my son's
She pinched my dick maybe once, twice.
It could have been an accident.
But no, it was just because I was pissing on the
She
toilet.
act like she yanking in me.
Now, first of all, Blueface is justifying it. And I want to be very clear with what I'm about to say here. And I'm not trying to trample on anybody's feelings or make any accusations out there. I'm making a hypothesis based off of the information that we have received. Okay. Blueface is talking about she pinched my penis because I was pissing on the toilet seat. First of all, let me do this before we get started because this is one of those topics. So hold on one second. Let me just go ahead and let me say, warning, the following content contains information that may be triggering to some. So if you are triggered, please come off of the video and come back later at another time. Also, warning, this video contains content that some may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. So now that we have the riot act out of the way, it is not normal. And I'm a mother who had a son who did not have males around to help me teach my son how to potty train. And a part of potty training and dealing with young men is that they are going to piss on the toilet seat. They're going to piss all over the bathroom until you teach them how to aim, until they learn to get their aim. And guess what? Some dudes never get that aim down, which is why, ladies, we end up getting the guys that piss all over the toilet seat, don't know how to put the toilet seat down, and we go swimming in the middle of the night. This is why. So, pinching a penis, I would have never pinched my son's penis, ever. That's not normal. That's not normal. Okay, I don't know how that is being depicted as normal, but that's not normal behavior. And Blueface, I'm going to go as far as to say maybe displaying some type of Stockholm syndrome. Okay, first of all, we're going to rewind it just a little bit, because when Carlissa brought this up, I don't know if you guys caught the uncomfortable look that he gave to the camera. Like, he did not seem like he was very comfortable with the topic that was at hand. Let's go back just a little bit in the conversation, okay?
She squeezed it.
He told me it could be.
Okay, hold on. We're going to go back a little bit more. Look at his face as we're watching.
They not bringing up the real.
No.
Yeah, because she squeezed it.
He told me it could be an accident.
He didn't tell
you. He didn't tell me. Then you didn't tell me.
I told you.
No, he
that
told
if you
me.
didn't get her together from pinching my son's
She pinched my dick maybe once, twice.
It could have been an accident.
But no, it was just because I was pissing on the
She
toilet.
act like she yanking in me.
Yeah.
Stop. It was probably some accident.
It was like because I was peeing on the toilet and shit.
That's not no accident. If she
Now you have him looking very uncomfortable, okay, because this is being displayed in front of the world. This is on the World Wide Web. This is something that happened. And I'm going to say this because we're going to have a serious conversation about this. Most men are not comfortable talking about being touched inappropriately. A lot of men do not even realize that they have been M-worded or assaulted by a female predator. I don't think that this was done in a sexual manner, but either way, it is abusive, because who pinches their son's penis for that? And that's not even her son. That's her husband's son. So that's even worse. So I'm sorry. In this situation, and some of y'all may get in y'all feelings when I say this, and if you do, then that's on you. But I'm quite sure a lot of mothers out here will agree with me. In this situation, I'm on Carlissa's side. I'm on Carlissa's side because this is inappropriate. And I wish a bitch would pinch my son's shit and think that I ain't going to run across her shit. Wouldn't have been no, oh, you better handle that bitch. No, it would have been, yo, my son said this chick did this, and this, and I'm coming to your house and I'm going to fuck her up and you better not get involved. That's how that would have played out. Now, I'm not saying that she wrong or whatever. I'm just telling you how I would have handled that situation. Okay, we would be sitting here years later talking about it, and y'all would have a recollection of me fucking that bitch up for doing some shit like that to my child. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a child who was really M-worded, and maybe because a lot of you who are in the comments, y'all were children who were M-worded. We don't play that shit about our kids. We're very fucking protective, overly protective of our children. But anyway, I digress. Let's continue.
Everybody raised.
You see, that's why I couldn't keep none of my kids.
But no, it wasn't like that. It
You
wasn't
over here
no
talking about she
weird
pissed
shit.
it on an accident? You should have knocked that whole teeth
You
out.
sitting over here acting like she's doing this on purpose.
She
like,
did. He just told you she did. It was from pissing on the
No,
toilet.
but I'm saying she.
Don't you start lying.
No, what I'm
I
trying
already
to say.
admitted to what you talking
No,
about.
he
I'm
said once or
saying-
twice because he was pissing on the toilet, but I wouldn't.
How's that?
I'm
Like,
saying-
my
Was she
son
trying to
did.
redirect
She
you?
Oh my
pitched
God.
it
I'm
and said,
saying-
don't piss on my fucking toilet.
Once
again.
again,
saying her
this is
But he
a
over
little-
here-
this is a
He
little
over here
bit
taking up
too.
for it.
So
Oh, he a little boy. He said,
I'm
this
saying
a little
it
boy.
could have been.
See, now he ain't even taking up for it.
I'm just trying to
He's
say it
lying
could
on
have been.
Now, ain't no way you accidentally pinching a child on a penis. Papa Blue, you got to do better. Like, this is some trash ass shit right here. Because ain't no way this shit was done on an accident. Ain't no way. The fact that his page was sitting, his pops was sitting, trying to justify it. Hold on one second, because I ain't got my glasses on. Trying to justify his wife's behavior is wild. That freaking part right there. It's Blues Clues 124, I believe, on Twitch. I believe. I don't know off top of my head. It should be. No, it's not on there. All right. Yeah, that's crazy work to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When she's right, I'm on her side. And today I'm on Carlissa's side with this conversation, y'all.
Now, if it was every time,
Well, he
then
wasn't
yes.
there, so obviously he can't. Be
Yeah.
like,
He's saying
But
that
you
you
said
lied.
1 or 2 times.
he wasn't
What's
there,
the
so it's
she
like.
said the lady grabbed your dick
No,
on
she
an
wrong.
accident.
She wrong on the way she can.
It could be
It's like a
wrong.
little pinch,
You was
like,
wrong
you know.
as hell.
Again, everybody
If
raised
somebody
it.
would have grabbed my son,
Thank you.
But if
somebody
somebody
would
would
have
say on
pinched his
child,
arm, I would have
Okay.
whipped their ass.
but my like if you touch my son, then
But
it's an
let me
issue.
tell you the situation.
Yeah.
She dumped him off at my job, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
she's the new mom.
Yeah, type shit.
With all the luggage. Tell her that part. Dropped him off in my lobby
It
with
was your
all
turn to
listen
babysit.
to me. With all his stuff and said,
Hold on, but wait, do that make it okay though?
what?
Because she
You see how-
dumped them
She
off.
just said you done with it.
Now look at there. Look at there. Look, did y'all catch what Papa Blue tried to do? He gonna say, oh, but what about what she did? She dropped him off at my job with all his luggage. And so my wife became his new mom. Okay, so what is that? Why are you deflecting, sir? Why are you deflecting from the topic at hand and sitting up there talking about she dropped him off and my wife became the new mom? So because she became the new mom, that justifies her actions, that makes it okay. Like that's cool with you? Because this was her form of discipline for pissing on the seat. I am confusion. I am highly confusion right now. I'm highly confusion.
Listen to me. You just said you
See how
done
they
with
do
it.
me?
So now my wife is like about to take over the new mom role.
So did you check
She
the
took
wife
over
like,
the-
hey,
I
we
never
don't
knew
have-
none of this. This is all coming out like 40 years later.
Oh, okay. So you didn't know
40 years
that.
later, so you never
40
talked to
years later,
them.
I've never heard of none
I
of
told
this.
you
I'm just
first.
like,
You see how he lying?
No,
He
he
said
told me
40 years
recently.
later.
Yeah, no,
No, he told you
No, he just told me
back then.
recently.
No, I told you first.
Nigga, he never told me
You
way
know,
back in
you
the day.
know, if you
he
told
did, I
me
would've
that
said
he
something.
knew 40 years ago, if somebody
you
would have
said-
pinched one of my kids'
But you
arm,
said
I would
your
have knocked
mother
the
told
fuck
him
out of
that.
him. You over here making excuses.
You just said you told him.
You told
I told him, but he told me he just found
No,
out.
you said-
How long ago did you tell me though?
The story, obviously.
I got
You
in
didn't
your
tell me like when it
ass
happened.
back
You
then
told
when
me,
it happened.
Bobby.
I got in your
A year
ass
or two
when it
ago.
happened. Yeah, because you're not pinching.
No,
It happened when I was a kid,
I would
y'all.
have been better pinching.
But it happened to him when he
now.
was
My
So
dad
now-
had this little, you know,
But
little
two,
chick, wife,
now he's
whatever.
29.
She was a good lady though. She was a good lady.
I don't know anything.
I used
20
to
years
piss
ago?
on the toilet. I was a bad little, you know, little boy sometimes. So she used to
No,
look.
I don't.
She used to pinch my little wee wee sometimes. Like, hey, don't pee on the toilet.
I know. I'm saying, when did you tell me 20 years
But it wasn't no weird shit. It
You know,
was just
Jonathan
like,
ain't told me no lady
you know?
pinch.
And now you have Blueface, who is highly embarrassed, who's trying to justify it, saying she was a good lady, though. You know, she would just pinch my penis when I would pee on the toilet seat because I was bad. Does this sound like somebody? You know what this tells me? The outrage is there. The outrage is justified, right? But you know what it tells me? That boy didn't get no type of proper therapy or no proper counseling to deal with that. And so he is making an excuse for this grown ass woman saying she was a good lady because he doesn't want to hurt his dad. That's how I'm taking it. Now, I could be wrong. I ain't no therapist. I don't even pretend to be one on the TV. I'm no therapist, so I don't know. I'm just assuming because a lot of times when people go through a situation and then they find themselves being publicly berated, this is not something that he himself initiated to have a conversation about. Carlissa brought this up during the Twitch stream. Blue didn't bring this conversation up. She did. So Blue is not the initiator of, well, let's talk about this thing that I went through when I was younger. And that's his trauma. That's his trauma. And I'm going to tell you something. We're not going to watch the whole thing. But what I am going to say to y'all is if you watch this whole thing, you will start to get an understanding. When I say to y'all that Blueface is full of trauma, y'all will get an understanding of what that means by watching how they interact.
Just Weenie, and I didn't come to you to tell you.
Just
I'm gonna knock the hell out of
people
her.
discipline their kids different.
Yes, you did. You fixed it. You told me you talked to the lady, and it wasn't gonna happen again. That's what you told me. You didn't even tell me you didn't believe my child.
We can call the lady up right now.
So she could have molested my whole son, and you would have been saying
I
it was an
never knew
accident.
about none of this until it went online. I'm like,
She should have
this
been
is
checked at
weird.
that very moment.
She was. Trust and believe she
So,
was.
I didn't believe it until he told me. So I'm thinking like, okay, it must be real. He told me.
Yeah.
But if Carlissa's is saying,
You
I'm
just
like,
said it was an
Carlissa's just
accident.
saying some old kind of crazy
I
shit.
know.
But now he
Carlissa's
told me.
saying some
So,
crazy
so I'm thinking like, okay, it must be real now.
Right.
You feel me?
Child, some people do different, disciplinary actions.
So I'm just like,
No,
That's
not
all.
to somebody else's child.
what?
Like,
No, not like that,
Listen,
but
I'm
well,
alright.
no, he said some people.
All I
do
want to
different
know
That's
things.
right now
That's
is
very,
if one of
that's
my
very true.
grandkids come
What?
tell one of y'all motherfuckers
No,
that
he said
somebody
some people like
pinching
just
them,
do this for
you gonna
this.
say it's an accident or you gonna knock the whole out?
Every time I can understand, but
Yeah.
if it happens one or two times, okay, cool. That's like if somebody comes and walks on your.
No, it wasn't right.
Time,
No, it
so it's kind of like I'm not
That's
done
what
one time.
It's never okay, cool. Your child comes to you and tells you that somebody is physically harming them. It's never okay, cool. It's never okay, cool. I'm going to say that again because there may be a parent on here that thinks like Papa Blue. It's never okay, cool when your child is telling you that somebody is hurting them. It's never okay, cool. Put that down there in the chat. Hashtag it's never okay, cool.
That's specific. That wasn't right the first time.
Oh my God. This is a little boy thinking that what?
She pinched him and told him, "Don't piss on my fucking toilet again."
she didn't do all that.
I'm telling you, Carlissa like she was
She
there.
just said it nicely.
You acted like you were
hold
there.
on. She
She could
squeezed
barely speak English, and you're talking about like she was speaking. Perfect English.
okay.
She could barely speak English, and you.
So now the justification of it for Papa Blue is she could barely speak English. So now because she could barely speak English, you guys, it was okay. It was okay for her to pinch little Blue on his penis. Child.
Go get some
Thank you.
toilet then, Jonathan.
Whatever the case may be, she could barely speak English.
So
She
why
acted
did
like
she
you
just-
were there.
She could have run his ear. She could have run his ear.
Come
You know
on now, you
Oh my God.
you say
Why are you
like that,
hyping this
nice.
shit up? Now, if the bitch did it 5, 10 times, you are absolutely correct. Let me check the bitch.
She was
But 1 or
she
2
knew
times,
better.
okay.
She
cool.
knew Carlissa
Okay,
the way
cool.
Carlissa tore that house.
No.
She knew not to do it again.
I think it was just because of the action that's being taken place.
She like a dog, like you
Yeah.
go
Like
to the
I said,
dog.
if y'all play
It just
with me
wasn't
when
right.
I-
It wasn't the right thing to
Play
do.
with me with one of my
Listen to
grandkids.
me. She can listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. As a little boy, she could have held this pee for him. He could have thought she was pinching it. Actually, you feel me?
Yeah.
There's so many gray areas as a young boy that would explain to what's
You
going
can't
on.
take none of my
Do you
grandkids
understand what I mean? No.
She should
Give
have
my
given you
son
as
a
the
chat.
father and the man.
No.
A gray area. I think a child knows the difference between being pinched and somebody holding your wee-wee for you. And the fact that he went home and told his mother speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. He didn't think something was right with that, or else he would not have told his mama about what she did to him. Sorry. I'm going to say it again. As mom, I'm on Carlissa's side this time. But I also am getting an understanding of what the hell is going on with Blue.
Giving too
You
much.
guys don't understand
Giving
what
y'all
I
too
mean.
much
When
content
it's
right
coming
now,
from a
chat.
child,
My fucking
you know
son,
what I mean?
hurry the fuck
It
up.
could be, the story could be misconstrued to be something else
Yeah.
that it really is not. I don't mess
There's
with people
no
that
way
do
to
that.
misconstrue.
I do not mess with people who do that. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just saying,
I do
there's
not
no
try
way
to-
to misconstrue pinching a kid's dick, John. There's no way to misconstrue that. Now, if she pinched his elbow or his arm or grabbed his cheek, maybe, but his dick.
No, he's just giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Carlissa,
He said, don't play with my grandkids.
Carlissa,
If
that's
they
all.
want to tell y'all somebody pinched their dick,
He's just
then
giving it
y'all
the
need to
benefit
get
of
rid
the
of
doubt.
the bitch soon,
It's like certain things.
immediately.
If you don't see it with your own eyes, you
So do you hear Papa Blue? He's saying, I don't deal with people who do that. So for him, he felt the need to clear his name of even being associated with somebody who would do something like that. But you were just justifying it, sir. You were just justifying it. I'm actually quite shocked, to be honest with you, because normally Carlissa is the irrational one. Okay. Carlissa has been the one that we have looked at and have been like, she's irrational. She's out of control. She's unhinged, but she's not right now. Right now. Okay. She's not right now. I'm stressing right now. Okay. Cause I do not want anybody to be like, oh, Henny's starting to become no. But I'm just saying right now, I get it.
take your face value to
That means he just didn't believe you.
maybe it was this way. I mean,
he never told.
I never told him.
Thank you. Dang, you keep trying to say he told me.
I
Never told me.
told you.
You told me 20 years later. I keep trying to say.
I told you 20 years ago.
Listen to me. I did not know.
And you
Jaidyn,
know
I
me-
did not
you
know
me
until
better than
online
that.
she told this bullshit online. Everything that I'm noticing online is when I clap back to her.
Bree, I didn't. He tell me something, and I don't tell this motherfucker for 20 years. They playing games in this room.
Did you tell me you was fucking with Frank? Yes or no? Or did you slide the nigga in the house?
Okay, so now let's get to the nitty gritty of all of this right here, because this right here. Let me take a little swig of my peach crush. Hold on one second. Let me take a little swig. I gotta wet my whistle before I pontificate. This is classic switch and bait right here. Because, baby, we didn't need to know that Carlissa was cheating with Frank. But he said, oh, since you gonna put my feet to the fire, let me put your feet to the fire. You want to talk about this? Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Oh, you want to talk about mothers. I'm sorry, y'all. That has absolutely nothing to do with this, but it was an intrusive thought that came in my head for me to just say that, because that's what it felt like Papa Blue said, like, you want to talk about mothers. Oh, snap. Yeah. So he decided to pull the bait and switch and put her business out there. So apparently, Frank, who is Carlissa's, if I'm not mistaken, second husband, or was Tony her second husband? Either way, Carlissa was cheating with Frank, and she ended up being with Frank. And then there was Tony, and I can't remember. Kristen, help me out. Was it Tony or was it Frank who was a scratch and sniff person? It was Tony. Tony was scratching and sniffing. Yeah, because see, y'all got to remember, Maine and Carletta then already told us about Tony and Frank, baby. We already know about Tony and Frank. Sure do. It was Tony. Okay, thank you. It was Tony. But he done slid that up in there, and watch how the conversation go.
You trying to change that?
You slid the nigga out. You're sneaky, but you want to put it on everybody else. Trust me.
Deflecting.
Well,
Okay, so we're gonna move on from that subject
Yeah.
because at the end of
You
the
just
day,
snuck right
the
up
lady
on
was
it.
wrong, but
You're
we don't have no
sneaky.
details because we
thank
wasn't
you.
there.
Exactly, though.
But
That's all I'm trying to say. But you want to make a hot.
I
You want
had
to make a hot
someone
topic
help
of it,
me do my
and you wasn't
homework
even there.
because you didn't graduate high school, so you could not help me.
Help you do what?
Bloop. So Carlissa said, yo, I'm sorry, but this got messy as hell, y'all. It got messy as hell. She said, listen, she was in school, okay? And she needed to complete her homework. And Papa Blue, he ain't even finished high school. So he couldn't help her with her college homework. So she had to go to Frank and get Frank to help her. So that's why she crept Frank up in the house.
Homework. Duh.
Man.
Why the fuck was we both gonna do our
Get off my
homework?
God, Chuck.
School is not for me. I'm not a school person.
I got a good daddy, Chuck.
So then
I'm
I
not
had
school
to
and
get
you're
a
school.
tutor. So I got a tutor.
So go get a nigga that's gonna buy you some titties to be my tutor.
Those titties came 10 years later. Why are you lying?
10 years later?
Did you ever see them?
Yes.
Fuck no.
Yes, you flashed the shit to me. Oh my God, I saw when you first got him because you were so happy you got him.
You didn't see them.
So now we done got off the whole conversation about Blueface's penis being pinched. And we done entered Frank into the chat. And Carlissa was messing with Frank because Papa Blue ain't have a high school education. And she needed help with her homework. And Papa Blue is outing it that Frank got her a brand new pair of tiggle bitties. And he's saying Carlissa showed him her tiggle bitties after she got them done, y'all. Child. Trust, I ain't messing with you. She said, so if Papa Blue had 5 apples. Look, listen. We're not about to sit up here and laugh at this family drama, but now I see why Carlissa talking about they are sis socks, because baby, they've got a lot of toxicity that they need to be working out, because this baby, this was a hot earth mess. Do you hear me? It's one thing to hear about it, like, you know, people telling you about it or whatever. It's another thing to hear the subjects at hand actually talking about it. But this is a lot of shit. And guess what? Blue was alive for all of it.
Oh my God, you crazy? You flashed it to me because you.
Jonathan,
Let's stop lying. Let's call Tony up right now. We call Tony the other dude that was in the house.
The other dude, that was my ex-husband.
Okay, right.
Okay.
He would come here and tell you the same shit I tell him.
Like he said,
He will back me up.
we still on 5 fingers. So how he got
will back
home
me up.
out of that, I don't know.
He will back me up.
Because now he on to he 1, 2, 3. He on to the last husband.
Because you keep
But
lying
I'm a
from
hoe.
1 to 1 to 1.
The fact of the matter is, you're a cheater, he a cheater.
Thank
so
you.
y'all even each other
What
up.
do you mean, cheater? I never cheated.
You cheated on, yeah.
Come on, Carl.
Man, I've been married 10 years.
I done
right
seen
now.
you cheat.
I will take a lie
All right,
detector
come on,
test.
Carl.
I have
Stop.
never cheated on my
Come on,
husband.
stop it.
I have never cheated on my husband. Have you cheated on your wife?
No,
Use a goddamn lie. You know, we can take lie detector tests.
we can't. Where's
I'll
it
even pay you for one.
Where's it at?
I'll pay you for that question about did you 20 years
Absolutely. We
ago.
can.
Yes, Tony is one of Carlissa's ex-husbands, honey. Tony is one of the ex-husbands, baby. And now they sitting up here talking about doing lie detector tests to see who cheated on their spouse. Are you serious right now? But do you see, now look at how far we have spun away from the conversation that was the most important, if you ask me. Not because we nosy and we want to know, you know, the hot henny on things, but because that was the one that mattered the most. They done spun so far away from the ex-wife pinching Blueface's penis and gotten into their personal gripes with one another. Child, if you ask me, I don't think neither one of them is over the other one. That's just my humble opinion. I could be wrong because I don't know them personally, but it's not giving I'm over my ex. It's giving very much these two got a lot to say about each other's personal business. But let's continue just a little bit more and then we're gonna move on.
We can add,
Yeah.
that
We
could be
should
the
take
number one
parent lie
question.
detector test.
That could be the number one
Yeah.
question, trust me.
Chat, what's some things
Don't-
y'all
don't-
get some
Don't
questions
let me go
going
get my
here?
receipts, because I got receipts.
Both of y'all cheaters, get over it.
Thank you. Everybody cheats.
Thank you.
Not everybody. I ain't never cheated in my life.
I cheat everybody, man. Everybody got
He
their
didn't
way.
say I
y'all
cheated. He
cheaters.
said I
But
had
some people
somebody
say
else
passing the
do it
number is
wrong.
cheating.
She be
Some
cheating.
people say
I done seen you
following
cheat.
somebody is cheating. It
Why
just
are you
depends on
lying?
what
I
line
see
of
you
Like
cheat.
cheating,
that, yeah.
what your line of cheating is.
No,
Everybody
I'm very
cheats.
territorial.
Everybody
I
cheats.
see how two niggas pull up to help you
Period.
change your
I
tire.
wasn't probably in a relationship. That is okay if you're not in a relationship.
What?
If I have different company pick me up, that means I'm deciding which one I want to be with.
All right, y'all, I got a little story for y'all.
I'm
So
dating.
one time my mom her car had broke down on the freeway. And
now pay attention to this story time, because what's about to happen is Blueface is about to tell a story to attempt to embarrass Karlissa. And I'm going to go as far as to say he wanted to embarrass her and put some of her business out there on the streets because she put some of his business out there.
And your daddy wasn't nowhere to help
I don't
her.
know what happened, Chad. All I know is 2 niggas showed up to help her. And I don't know if she called both of them to come help her, which she would have to, or else how would they know where we at? So both of these niggas pull up and they tripping.
I'm trying to see who's gonna get there the fastest.
You feel me?
I'm outside with my kids and your daddy over there.
Hold on, let me finish the story.
Spanish. Your daddy's learning how to speak Spanish.
Let me finish the story though. So boom.
It wasn't 3.
One nigga pull up, he already doing the fixing the tire. Boom bop. The other nigga pull up, he tripping, he breaking the window, he punching the shit. How could you do this to me, bitch? Wow! Broke the damn window.
Are you serious?
Feel me? We in the car, all the kids in the car, we looking like, damn, this man he hit hard, mommy. He just broke the window, one punch. Boom. So, you know, big brother, we get back to the house, he go upstairs.
I'm still
He get a weight and start beating this nigga with the weight.
What?
Yeah. Remember that?
What?
When Andre started beating him up with the weight.
and I'm in the cut.
Yeah. My mom, she liked that.
That's for real?
Uh-huh.
That really happened. I seen it.
I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in his
He's in
20s.
his 20s.
Thank you.
So wait. Let me ask you this though.
When we are 20s, we do different stuff.
So
When
you
we get
called-
30,
you
then that's what
called-
I'm talking about.
You
30.
called.
Yeah, he probably settled down in the
Hold on.
So now Karlissa's justification for her stuff is she was in her 20s. But she don't have no grace for none of these young ladies who are in their 20s dealing with her son. Make it make sense. You know what? I'm very upset at the fact that, number one, they started this conversation on a Twitch stream. For number two, that they started off about their son and then they got into their personal shit with each other. I don't care how old Blueface is. Blueface got some serious trauma going on with him. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, or getting around that. Having your penis pinched as a child. And then you got Karlissa saying Papa Blue didn't believe him, which I don't think that was the case. Blueface is saying that he never told Papa Blue until later on in life. So Papa Blue says the first time he's hearing about this is when him and Karlissa get into it online, which I'm sorry. Let me know down in the comments. Does Karlissa, okay, Henny Glasses in the chat. How do I want to say this? Karlissa does not give me the type of mom that would have held some shit like that in. I'm sorry, she don't. So put a Henny Glass in the chat if you agree that you don't believe Karlissa would have held that. I believe that Karlissa most definitely pulled up on Papa Blue. Most definitely told him about what Blue said. And most definitely tried to tear that lady house up because she said that lady never did it again because she thought about how I tore the house up. And I'm going to say this, Karlissa, as involved as she gets in her children's business, I don't believe that she didn't say nothing to Papa Blue. I believe Papa Blue knew. But he was being very dismissive because he's showing us him being dismissive now. That's what he's showing us. So I'm sorry. I believe Karlissa said something. In Papa Pink Nail defense, I probably wouldn't have believed Karlissa either. I mean, But if you don't believe the other parent, the next best option would be to ask the child what happened. I mean, that's what most parents would have done, is ask the child what happened so that they could figure it out if you don't believe the other parent. Everybody chasing views, Blue trying to get them subs up at any. I don't think it's at any cost. This wasn't supposed to be this, okay? Carlissa was supposed to be coming over there, and it was supposed to be for them to have cake because today is Blueface's birthday. So Carlissa was over there, and they were supposed to be bringing in his birthday. It was supposed to be some type of celebration, celebratory activities going on. But what ended up happening is they ended up having an intervention. That's what ended up happening. Oh, it looks all right, but it don't look the way that lady's look. Okay, so so this one I don't think was planned by him. Now, I do believe that I saw the Sysox guy there, but he wasn't there during this conversation right here. He wasn't in there, but he does show up in the stream at some point, just so y'all know if y'all haven't seen it. Okay? But this is not all that happened, because Blueface was live several times yesterday. And, you know, let me see if I caught it. Now, during his Twitch stream, y'all remember that, you know, is it up? I think it is. Okay. First and foremost, I'm not going to do a whole lot because tomorrow we do have Media Showdown in the evening, and I'm not trying to be on here too long because we have Henny and Slim tonight. So you guys make sure that y'all are tapped in on That Girl Henny, official That Girl Henny on Twitch, because me and Slim are back again tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, or 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Pacific, I believe is the time. But so I'm not going to be in here long. But now, during this same Twitch stream, right? Well, no, during his earlier Twitch stream, Blueface sat down and was answering questions in the chat. And eventually there became a question. And people were asking him about Chrisean and Jaidyn. And so Blue answered the pros and cons of both women.
Financially support. I'm just saying, like, support. She doesn't know how to cheer. She's not a good cheerleader. And Chrisean is a great cheerleader. So that's where they like off balance each other. Jaidyn, terrible cheerleader. Chrisean, good cheerleader. Jaidyn respects herself. Chrisean doesn't respect herself. You know? They both have good qualities and bad qualities. Just like me, I got good qualities and bad qualities too. But, you know, pros and cons with this shit. Like, not even financially support. I'm just saying, like, support.
Now, my problem with this statement is I don't see how he could say Chrisean does not value herself and Jaidyn does. You have somebody, and no tea, no shade, but it's all facts. She is a person who has gone back and forth and forth and back and back and forth and forth and back with Blueface multiple times. And you know what? I don't even feel like doing the whole thing and getting, let me get over here to TikTok. Now, I hope that this page that I'm about to use is not who I think it is. But let's go over here because hold on, y'all. Because the thing is, Jaidyn had a lot to say about that comparison. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to plug this other part in. Hold on. Imagine that. Bring Sean and Blue and CJ20. Wait, I gotta go back and read that. Hold on 1 second. The clip room 39. Okay. So let's go here. Let me do this. This. And then do. Okay. So.
He's a fucking weirdo. Because why was that not the energy he had when he saw me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like that. Because every energy that I give him, I have when I don't be around him. Like, yeah, you are ugly with all them face tattoos. You are ugly with if you have Chrisean tatted on your face. What the fuck? Why would I think that's attractive? Are you stupid or dumb? Like, please get it real. But you know, hey, I'm mad about something. Like, go dumb, go stupid. For all I give a fuck. Hello. He's jealous of you to be able to survive. I mean, I don't know what his problem actually is because he actually doesn't ever say it to me. So that part really irritates me. Like,
hold on. She said he doesn't ever say it to her. She doesn't really know what his problem is. So let me ask y'all something. Henny Glasses in the chat. If you pretty much have an idea of what his problem is, but since she doesn't know what the problem is, let's just remind her, shall we?
or like feel some type of way if I move on, like to another nigga.
You already moved on.
Okay, we're asking now.
No,
like if I was to go be in a whole relationship with somebody else,
you already did it.
I've never been in a relationship.
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Just because they didn't know about it doesn't mean you weren't in a relationship. Okay. While I was in prison, you was in a relationship with some nigga.
No, I wasn't.
Just let him fuck?
We're not talking about that. We were just asking about if you would care.
Oh, okay.
It's a simple yes.
Oh, okay.
So he said,
okay. Sorry for it.
I don't know.
Sorry, hold on.
Would you be mad if, or like?
Sorry for it.
I don't know.
Look, right now.
I did.
What?
Stop!
What are you sorry for?
Okay, take it off. Now you're making me mad.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I've been mad for 2 years straight.
Get out of my face. Tell him all the shit that you did. Before, during, and after. Take it off.
You know what? I think I'm going to come back later. You just going to sit here.
So, to me, he said why he's so mad. It ain't because you was dealing with somebody else. I mean, it ain't because of what you think, darling. It's because you did not send him any money while he was down. And it's because you was out here having sex with some dude while he was in prison. And he left you with money to help take care of him. And you did not take care of him. That is what his problem is. Now, I don't know if I got the clip of it or not, but I can get the clip because I believe this page does have it. But that's what he's mad about, darling.
If you have a problem with me, why don't you ever say it to me? You know? He mad about the other man. I mean, if you find out that somebody fucked your friend, I mean, what? It's an eye for an eye, babe. Yeah. Choked on cock. Hello. Yeah. Sorry. He's a fucking weird.
So now let me ask y'all this. Another Henny Glasses in the chat moment. Henny Glasses in the chat. If you don't think that was the first time, and if you're on Twitch, throw your Henny heads in the chat. Henny heads or Henny Glasses in the chat if you don't believe that that was the first time she's ever done that. I believe she's gotten her lick back before. But anyway, she had more to say.
You didn't even call.
She went on to talk about Nevaeh being pregnant, allegedly, because remember there was that whole thing about come over and get the termination done and whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. Well, she had a little something to say about that too.
Call your kids to wish them happy birthday. You didn't even call them on their first day of school. You didn't actually even really check in for real. Like, you really cared about yourself. You so worried about if you get M&Ms, if you don't clock in. Now, Q, please don't talk about me. Like, yeah, just don't talk about me. Like, don't talk about me because I will bleed. I will bleed. You're more worried about a prostitute than you are your kids. Not cute. It's confusing, confuzzling. You feel me?
And the prostitute is Stunner.
Wait, keeping the baby. We will never support Sadie, as you shouldn't. I'm sorry, but like, God don't like ugly. Clock that. You didn't even call your kids to wish them happy birthday. Why mention Chrisean? I mean, I didn't mention Chrisean. He mentioned Chrisean, and don't try to say don't. How about we just do this? How about don't compare me to nobody that's in the back of their Buick giving out Robitussin. Like, let's just don't compare me to none of that. Like, let's just not do that. Two different people, two different calibers, two different stories. Like, cool. Cool. I actually don't even need or ask or needed a recommendation for anybody's opinion, actually, to be honest with you. So how about we just fuck off? Why mention Chrisean? I mean, I didn't mention Chrisean. He mentioned Chrisean, and don't try.
Technically, she did mention Chrisean. She did mention Chrisean, and they don't have the clip, but I have it. Just give me a second because I'm actually like trying to do that thing where you sew like the seed beads into your locks. Like, I'm trying to do that, but it just, I don't know. It looks weird to me. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know. I just feel like there should be more. I'll show y'all in a minute. But anyway, let me get this clip because I do have it. Well, she did say, she said, giving the baby Robitussin in the back of a Buick.
And then said she was a better cheerleader. Okay, well, if she's a better cheerleader.
Okay, here we go. I have to do this one. All right, let me get that up. Hold on one second. Let me take this down. And let me get this up for y'all.
And then said she was a better cheerleader. Okay, well, if she's a better cheerleader. Like, okay, so you're cheering for a nigga to cheat on you? Or like, 1, give me a 2, give me a 3, give me a 4. I like when you cheat on me. Bitch, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm confused. Like, are you good? Like, nigga, we coming up with chance for you to cheat on it. Like, no.
Now, my thing about this right here is you're mad that he said that she is a better cheerleader, right? Clearly, she does not understand what that terminology means. Being a cheerleader means that you are being supportive. You are supportive. You are lifting somebody up when they are feeling down. You are that person's motivator. That's cheerleading. But you still consistently going back and forth for, I don't know, over 10 years. Why not? You may as well, is my thought. I'm sorry. I mean, you may as well. That's my thought of it. You may as the fuck well be up there making up chants. Okay? And rah rah shish kumbah, right? Because clearly you're enjoying being walked all over. I have said this many times before, and people hate when I've said this in the past. But in my opinion, anybody that deals with Blue, no one person is above the other person as long as you are dealing with that dude. No one person is better than the other person as long as you are dealing with that dude. Because he has shown us who he is repeatedly over the years. So how is it that you, a person who has been with him for over 10 years, how is it that you don't know who and what you're dealing with at this particular point in junction now? Your anger, and I've said this as well multiple freaking times, her anger is so misguided. It's so misguided. It's so misguided. Her anger is not even with these women. Her anger is with him. Your anger should be with him. It should not be with none of these women because none of these women owe you a goddamn thing. None of them. And see, that's the one thing that even if nobody wants to give Chrisean props for anything else, because I mean, these motherfuckers out here are sick as hell. I mean, the new shit that's going on, we're not even going to talk about it or give it any light or platform over here onto what they're doing over there. But anyway, the one thing about Chrisean that you have to respect, even if you don't want to, is the fact that she has never taken her anger out on the female. She's taken her anger out on him. So while Jaidyn was out here doing diss tracks for him, right? Rapping diss tracks towards Chrisean for him. When Chrisean did her diss track, it was directed at who it was supposed to be directed at, which was him. And see, this is what the problem is with a lot of women. It's not just these young girls. It's these grown ass women too. Because what happens is a nigga get out here and he cheat on you. And instead of you getting mad at him, you'll be quick to forgive him, but ready to fight the woman. Why? Why? You don't know what that man was telling her if you've never sat down and had a conversation with her. Well, you know, he could have been lying to her about everything and anything that had to do with you. And she really honestly thought that he was not with you. Because there are ways to make moves to where it's giving you're single. It's not giving that he's in a relationship. How many times have you heard a woman say, I had no idea that he was even married because insert the reason because he was always at my house, because we would fall asleep on the phone, because he would. Girl, you better get out of that tangled web of bitterness. And that's why I respect the woman. Yeah. Yeah, she's mad. No, he already had her name tattooed. He already had Jaidyn's name tattooed on his wrist. So we can't say that. Jaidyn's name was tatted on his wrist. And when he decided to cover up the tattoos, Jaidyn's name was covered up too. And the thing is, you're mad at him for having Chrisean tatted on his face, but Chrisean is also the name of his son. Wow. The baby really irritates her soul. I'm telling y'all the God's honest truth. The baby irritates her soul. Something fierce. It irritates her soul, something fierce. I didn't see the Angela tattoo. Exactly. Blueface owes her loyalty. Not Chrisean, not Nevaeh, not Angela, not Stunner Girl, not Jiggy. Blueface. And, you know, she's talking about, oh, you don't want me to get to bleeding. If you were going to bleed him, girl, you would have done it already. I don't believe she'll bleed him ever. I don't see bleed him in her. But you know what I do see? If you watch this live, this Twitch stream, you see her anger. You see her bitterness. You see it. You can see it. I was watching that Twitch stream. I said, oh, you've got a real mean girl streak in you. I mean, I knew it was there, but I didn't think it was like that. Like that. But anyway, let's talk about this really quickly before I get off of here. I'm gonna drop the link. So if y'all want to come up and y'all want to talk, y'all could come up and y'all could talk really quickly, because my plan was not to stay on here forever. Sorry, you guys. Because I got things that I gotta do today. I find it very amusing how people are now wanting to call Blueface out for being the master of chaos and confusion that he is. People are now outraged that they are seeing him treat Jaidyn exactly how we've been telling them he is. People are now starting to say things like, oh, Blueface is the problem. Blueface, he treats these women so badly. Oh, Blueface has no respect for women. Blueface is a narcissistic abuser. Blueface is trifling. Blueface shouldn't be around his kids. Nevaeh is not pregnant. She came online today on her TikTok live, and she told the people in the live that she was not pregnant. Don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened before y'all ask me, did she terminate or what? I don't know. I know she said she was full of mucus. She was not feeling well. But when people were asking her, she said she's not pregnant. I don't know. Jaidyn is acting like she possibly could be. Don't know if that's true or not. It could all just be a troll. Because she did also say on her Twitch live, she was like, she's never been asked to get a termination. She's keeping the baby. So I have no idea. It's like, I don't know why everybody wants to play these I'm pregnant by Blueface games. Because once again, these girls are delusional because they really feel like he's the prize. And none of these women realize that they're the actual prize. None of them. But anyway, let me drop this link really quick for y'all. Don't come up here on no fuckery or no bullshit because you will get dropped down. But y'all are welcome to come up, hit the link, voice your opinion, keep it cute, or you'll be put on mute. And again, I'm not going to be on here for very long. So we ain't going to make the responses too long. I hope these stay in, but if they start to fall out, they start to fall out. I mean, look, I've been telling you. Oh, hey, daughter of Yah, I'm just seeing you was up in here. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I feel no sympathy for anybody getting involved with Blueface at this particular point in time, because Blueface has shown everybody on this internet exactly who he is. And anybody that is rah-rah shish kumbine for Jaidyn to be with Blueface, you're delusional. You're delusional. Because why would you ever to see her be with somebody who means her no good? Who in this? You know you was coming up here, Beyonce. What's up, Beyonce? Why you got static? Beyonce's lace front. You got static. Hello? Come back up. We can't hear you. Hey, LaJewel.
Hey, Henny, how you? How you been doing?
I'm all right. I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah, I just want to say I be in your bushes. I be up in your comments sometime, and I still watch and support you. I just don't know why I've been blocked from your channel.
What do you mean? You're blocked where?
When I come in, I go back and look down and see my comment. You know how you click out the comments and you go back, and my name don't be like my comment don't be there.
I haven't seen you in a while. I thought you was just, gone. I ain't know where you went to. I don't know how you got blocked. Who'd you piss off with, Julie? You done said something in them damn comments and or either you caught a strike.
I never said disrespected your chat. Never disrespected you. Disrespected your panel. I never disrespected your chat ever. You is one page I never disrespect because I love your algorithm. I love the way you talk. I always say that about you, and I always support you. So I never.
Well, I'll
And
go
why?
and see if you're blocked, and if you are, I'll remove it. But yeah, I didn't know where you had gone to. But what's up besides that?
I want to say this about the situation with Blueface and Jaidyn. And I want to speak on the situation with Blueface and Jaidyn. Y'all know I'm a Chrisean supporter. I want to say this. He is coming out telling his story and how he feel and what he's saying. I'm like, you now they're saying Blueface this. People cannot diminish one else's ability. That's when you were saying earlier, like Blueface don't went through a lot of trauma. And then when he come out and talk, oh, he this, he that. He have done wrong. Yes, he have. But when he talks about each one of them, even his mother, even this guy is telling on himself. I noticed that too. Blueface is talking bad about himself. So he's like, okay, y'all can judge me. He not denying that he have bad qualities, not denying his bad behavior. He done say all type of stuff. He done say how he done cheated, how he done did wrong, how he done did Chrisean wrong. He's admitting this. It's just he's admitting everything.
Yeah.
And for Jaidyn to still stick around, over 10 years, and let me tell people something that is her supporters. She choosing to be in that situation and playing the victim when stuff don't go her way. Why they're not seeing that, I do not know. Sometimes pain is self-inflicted. I don't know why people don't understand that. Sometimes your pain you encounter is nobody else doing it. You're doing it to yourself. You're self-inflicting at this point.
That's true.
And
that is true.
And for her to come up with always throwing Chrisean name out there and you downplay Chrisean because you think you better than him, but you're not. And I'm like you with that. I agree with everything. I concur with everything you said. You want to downplay her. Now I'm thinking about you call her car Brewitt when she's driving the Benz. So now I'm thinking that you ran into them cars, get the insurance money because you've been seeing Chrisean ride around in the Benz and you want a new car. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that he keeps saying she's sneaky and she knows she's sneaky. She knows she's sneaky. And I want to also point out, Jaidyn, when you say, I thought I'd never see this, but now I'm bamboozled how she act, but I knew that it was always in her. Jaidyn showing people who she are now. She's heartless. She's showing people who she are. She's heartless.
Oh
And her
no, see,
supporters
I
now.
wasn't bamboozled, honey. I just didn't know how dark her mean girl could get. And now I'm seeing it. And this is just the beginning.
When you're a mean girl and you so self, well, let's see, she's entitled. When
This
she
is a
feels
monster
so
that Blueface created and
they're
Carlissa created, and the
yes,
internet helped feed because they put the narrative out there and put her up on a pedestal and made
yes.
her seem better than. And I've been telling everybody she's not better than. They as long as they have dealt with Blueface and running back and all of that, no one is better than the other one. As long as you keep running back to the bullshit, see, you better when you keep it moving. But
When you keep it moving. Yeah, it was
I
nice coming
got
up here.
yeah, Nola June, of course. You always welcome up here. But I got Ro, I got Mama Zay, and I got Heidi B up here too. So I want to make sure I
Okay.
get to everybody.
Okay. Miss you and you keep up the good work and I'm always support you and I'm always hit that like button, girl, and I'm always
I'm
listening.
gonna look for you and see what happened. If I could, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can unblock you.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Y'all have a great
No
day, okay?
problem. Thank you. You too. Hey, Mama Ro. I'm sorry, Mama Zay. Ro was up here first. Hey, Ro.
Hey y'all, hey, this is my first time joining, but I listen to you all the time. But I just wanted to say, Jaidyn, her anger is because she's insignificant. Like, I think she plays a role. So Blue is going to be over there chilling, whatever. Of course, he's going to spend time with his kids, but she's insignificant in that anytime he has an opportunity to big her up or to kind of emphasize her role in his life, he doesn't. When he was asked, who's your favorite ex? He been saying Coyle Ray, which on that point, I think he's really trying to piss Chrisean off with that because that's who Chrisean always kind of refers to when she's talking about like him being on some bullshit. So I think a lot of what
Agreed.
he's doing is trying
Mm-hmm.
to piss Chrisean off. But I'm so glad she looking so good and so healthy. And I just really hope she got the right support system around her. But like I said, my main point in joining was just to say that Jaidyn is insignificant and she's now claiming to be pregnant. And it's like, bitch, are you stupid? Then like as I was saying that out loud, it's like, yes, she kind of is. But you know, yeah, it's really just kind of like embarrassing watching her. Like, bitch, get you some business. You all in the nigga stream, rubbing all on him, calling him babe. Like, we saw you already. Like, we already see what type of time you want to be on with him. So
She
nothing
said
that
we
you
see
say,
you. We
nothing
see. Go
like
ahead, girl.
no, I was just saying, like, when she had the opportunity to act a certain way, she like we saw you already. Like, and then it's just a facade with her, like it's just embarrassing, like I said. But anyway, that's all.
Well, thank you, Ro, for coming up. I appreciate you. Please don't be a stranger. Come up again.
All right, talk to y'all later. Bye bye.
Thank you. Hey, Mama Zay.
Hey, Henny, what's up? How you
Nothing
doing?
much. What you got to say? I know you got your 2 cents. Let me get your 2 cents. Come on.
First of all, Blue, you need some counseling because what happened to you when you was younger was wrong, dead wrong. Because if you was my son, mm-mm, we'd be looking at obituaries because old girl would not
Okay.
be. I don't understand that. Like he's like, oh, she just pinched my. No, that's not supposed to happen at all. Nowhere. And Jaden, you are irrelevant. You've been irrelevant. You was irrelevant from the beginning because that's how he ended up with Chrisean. Nobody knew nothing about you until you inserted yourself into the business that was at hand at the time, and you're mad because he's still showing you that you are irrelevant. You could have 20 babies and you're still going to be irrelevant. He's not, he won't even talk to your son on the phone. The last time your son called him, he stayed on the phone for less than a minute and then say, put your mom on the phone. So, what's supposed to happen when you bring another
Girl.
baby in the situation? Another baby, Journey didn't keep him. What is supposed to keep him? Your pussy is, I mean, excuse me. Your cat is not keeping him. What is supposed to keep this man in your house? Your food is definitely not keeping him because your plates are not no better than the mother chicks. So
I'm done.
what is supposed to keep him? You're like almost 30 and you still running behind this man that could care less about you and anybody else. At the end of the
And
day, he might say whatever he want to say about Chrisean, but he really no, he fucked the bag with Chrisean. You're not even bringing him $5. What are you bringing into the house?
right.
What are you providing? This man has over $20 million in debt. You haven't even given him a third of it in profit.
Nope.
What are you doing?
And now that she done stepped out and tipped out and dipped out, and he knows for sure that she done stepped out, tipped out, and dipped out, he ain't gonna forget that no time soon.
No.
Mm-mm. You hurt that man ego. And as soon as she's out his sight, you notice that as soon as she's out of his sight, he popping it.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling you, if you watch his streams and look at them clips of him talking about you when you not around, he's telling you what he think and how he feel about you.
Even his body language when he's with her. Only reason why he's fucking her is because she's allowing it. Talking about, oh, he's doing whatever just to get it. No, you giving it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So you could say, "Oh, I get the you." Then she said, "Why people keep saying Chrisean is the better one? Because Chrisean walked away and stayed away this time. Chrisean might still love Blue, and I ain't gonna say she don't, cause that's her baby's father. But she is, and what she's going through is a daily fight to stay away. Cause she probably wants to pick up that phone and say blah 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 blah, and then next thing you know, she back in LA. But you know, she's putting God in it. God is in the midst, and God is keeping her grounded, keeping her boxing and doing boxing and whatever she's doing. Cause we've all been there. And if you sit there and say you haven't, then you're lying. We've all been there. We've all had that one that could look at us, and at the end of the day, if he look at us the right way, our drawers is drop and we are bent over. So we all have that one, okay, and we all make sure we stay away from that one. He could say, "Oh, I'm on the A trains at Utica Avenue," and you could be at the other platform, and you see him because you know what he looked like when he walked, and you take your ass up the stairs and go on the other side just so you don't be around him. So let's not play ourselves, ladies, because we already know what the deal is,
I
and just
mean, if he tapping that soul spot, then
right,
you gonna feel his
right,
presence. Soon as
every
he come
time,
anywhere around you, you gonna feel his presence and know
every
he's
time.
somewhere around.
Every time. So let's not play ourselves. So let's thank God that Chrisean is showing willpower not to get on that plane, or whatever, and go back over to LA and be all in his face because he's trying his damnedest. He's going through her whole roster of friends. Next, he gonna have Smiley up there. Ew. But
Girl.
he is trying to have everybody up there that is associated with her that ever gave her a compliment just so he could say, well, I had, but you got all them women and all them women put together, still not Chrisean. So he's going to keep trying. But anyway, that's all I had to say.
Well, thank you for coming up, Mama Zay. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, and you have a blessed one.
Thank you. All right, Heidi B. What is popping? It has been a minute since you have been up here. What is the dealio?
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Well, because I catch like the ends, or I don't know what's going on because I mean, I listen, I see stuff, I watch everything, but I really, I just be in the cut now. And I always catch it at the end, and I'll be like, never mind, I'll wait till the next time. Because you know me, by the time I get up there and 5 people ahead of me, I done forgot what the heck I was getting ready to say.
Oh,
But
my bad.
anyways,
My bad.
no, it ain't even that. It's just life, baby. It's the menopause brain. It's not
Oh,
even.
okay. I
It
totally
ain't got.
understand that. I don't know if you've been catching, but that's what's been going on with me. Because when I get on a roll and somebody
Yes.
interrupt me, I'll be sitting there. I'll be like, "Damn it! I don't remember what I was saying. Where was I going with it? Because I was on the roll."
What?
Yeah,
What? I
yeah.
asked my doctor. I've had my doctor here since 2003, so I trust her with everything. But I called her. I said, "Look, ma," because I call her mama. I said, I be forgetting my name. She said, "What?" She thought I was joking. I said, "No." Like I forgot my own phone number for 24 hours. I could not remember my phone number to put in at Kroger's. Like
Oh,
stuff
damn.
like that.
Yeah.
It's that bad. But she told me, she said, Heidi, she said, you're just at that point. You're at that you're at the worst part of it, just she said zinc and she was telling me what to take. So we're gonna do all that. But anywho, because I don't my memory, I'll forget again. But I want to piggyback off of everybody. I have to say everybody had amazing things to say.
Mhm.
And a little bit here and there was taken from what I may repeat because I don't know if I will.
It's okay.
Um but the one thing that I am sitting here tripping is because I literally just watched the live with them two.
Mhm.
And it's just like he berated you, he belittled you actually more than he did the person you despise so much.
Right,
Because first of all, you ain't putting no handcuffs on me. Oh no. I
girl.
don't care. That's a never. You not putting no handcuffs on me because your ass was locked up. No, sir. No, you're not
And
putting that
then you
demon
gonna
on me.
blindfold me on top of it?
Yeah.
I don't trust you that
That's
much.
demon. That's a demon. You're not putting that demon on me. You're not working that whatever you working, you're not working that on me, honey. Because no, that's the one thing, sis. And then sitting there listening, I kind of was laughing. I was laughing because Daddy Blue, when he shot them shots, just made me feel real good. I was down there I was down there. I was like, God, I just want to, I just want to, I can't get up there and say that. I just be wanting to jump in their lives, like, hello.
Right.
I hear y'all. We hear y'all. This is really live. But another thing is with him. I've noticed since he's come home
Mhm.
that first of all, I asked my boys because they are brothers. They say they'll say some dumb gay stuff to each other.
Mhm.
You know how brothers are and cousins. You be like, all right, get your ass, all right, sit your ass down. Stuff like that. But
Right.
I was like, would you go on the internet, no matter how much of a troll you are, and call yourself gay?
Hell no. Ain't no
My
self-respecting
son,
straight man gonna say they gay.
my sons, both of them, oh, excuse me, all three of them, my oldest, my stepson, my bonus son, he said, Mom, let me tell you something. He said, me and my brothers, we all do that play shit. He said, but on the internet, this is the world wide web.
Exactly.
He's like, it don't go away. He said, me and my brothers, we at home, we talk shit, yeah, with your little sissy ass, say stuff to each other, whatever, no disrespect to anyone, because that's not what this is meant for.
Right.
Don't be sensitive. Don't be
Girl,
sensitive.
we know already. You ain't got to explain yourself.
Not you, but you know what I'm saying. We got little people.
Girl, if they got a problem, mother had you, mother made you, motherfucker you. Okay, we know you
That
didn't mean no
part.
harm by it.
That part. But my son said, Mom, let me explain something to you. He said, a man. He said, I mean a man. I'm not talking about one that's confused about life and don't know who he is and don't know where his life is, really don't know nothing. Because Blue is you can be money smart, but he's not even money smart because look at what he's done. But
Right.
I'm not saying he's not like business smart. I'm not
He's
saying that.
business
And
savvy. He's
he's
business
business savvy,
savvy.
but he doesn't have the right people. We all know that.
Right.
So everything that he does is going to continue to fall. It's going to continue to crumble because you have what they call like little serpents sneaking around in your money. You're the biggest serpent. So what do you
Mhm.
think? You think that you're going to get blessed by berating gods, goddesses?
Yeah, he do.
No matter what we do in life, we're still God's goddesses.
He's
Like
God's
we're
children.
his
Yes.
women, we're his children. But women, we are his. We are. If it wasn't for us, there wouldn't be no other.
Hello.
He made us to make others. Come on, bro. And you disrespect them. I'm telling you, my oldest said the way that baby smacked him and said all that stuff, he said he got a 1-year-old. My grandbaby is 1 year old. Kanaya wouldn't, she plays and all that, you know what I'm saying? She'll get on the floor, throw fits. But he'll look at her and he'll tell her, okay, if that's how you feel. But you're not putting your hands on her. She's not putting her hands on her daddy. She's not telling her daddy she hates him. She's not telling her daddy no curse words. If she said curse words, she getting her ass tapped.
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna tell you this. After watching the live stream today, now we hear stuff and
we know why.
What we think. You know what I'm saying? We be like, oh yeah, that's definitely coming from this, and that's definitely coming from that. But hearing her anger today, hearing her bitterness, her frustration with it all,
it never went away.
I don't ever want to be compared to nobody's that my ex is dealing with. I don't want to be compared to them. I get that part, but it's the venom in it. It's the anger of it all. It's the offense of it all. It's the aggression of it all, because it's not even directed towards him. It's directed towards her. And it's like you're angry with him right now because of the situation of being compared with Chrisean. You're not even angry with him for the fact that he's playing on the internet with all of these women. You're not angry at the fact that there is yet another woman, whether it be true or false, that is out here claiming to have procreated and created
with your baby daddy.
With your baby daddy. You're not even talking about you called Stunner 304, true indeed, but you're acting like you're so unbothered by that.
What?
But this unbothered act, and I've said this before, it's okay to be bothered. If you were more honest about being bothered, I think a lot more people would actually empathize, instead of you acting like you're not bothered and you're better than, and you're the top chick and they auditioning for my spot and this my dick and all of that. And the girl, stop, because you're hurt. You are hurt.
and you can see it. You can see it all in her eyes.
And the sad part about it is, this is your baby daddy. This ain't no random boyfriend that you could break up with and he go on about his.
But look who had hand in raising her.
Yeah, Carlissa, of course. And she was grown. But it's like, she's got to come up out of that, because this isn't going to do her or anybody involved, meaning the children, any good, as long as she walks around with that bitterness in her, because you have no idea what she's saying in front of these kids. She could be having a conversation with one of her homegirls. We have seen that she doesn't censor herself for her children.
Why do you think Javon backs off? Why do you think he backs off? Javon doesn't like to be seen. He doesn't like, unless it's like for a few seconds, unless it's something he wants to say, or like how he said, hey, chat, hey, street, whatever.
Right.
But he don't want to be in the midst of their BS. And you could tell he's super smart. First of all, I got to listen to my retarded ass, excuse my R word, but that's just Carlissa. She just makes my ass ache. Like, you gotta, I can't, sorry, shut up. I feel sorry for them kids. I'm over here stuttering. She starts barking, thinking something's wrong. Oh my God. Get a help dog, they said. Anyways, I think that I feel sorry for the babies, because all of them, I'm talking about all of her grandkids, they're hearing this. Okay, they're hearing it. First of all, I think her daughter got it. Callie, she's chill. She's doing her thing. I think she's happy. She's finding her peace place. So
out the way.
They gotta leave Callie to go hear that nonsense from their grandma all day long. Then you got Blue kids that gotta go over there. And then you got him over there playing with God, talking about he loved his baby and all this other stuff. I'm not saying that Blue don't have any type of love for that child. But Blue doesn't know how to love. Blue doesn't even know how to love his 2 babies he got with her.
Well, that's true. But I
He
mean, for
doesn't.
me, I feel like there may be a part of him that does miss because
But not
he's
like he
missing out on
should.
things, but not like how a normal, like, not
Yeah,
like
not
how
like how a
he
daddy should.
should.
He's
But
like one of those daddy that ain't never seen their kid in 20 years, and then you want me to be a dad. That type of dad. He just ain't.
but I think
With
it's
Chrisean, he's not going to be that way.
no, but I also think that a lot of this is guilt because when
Thank
he
you.
went away to jail, when he went to prison, and he had said and done all that he had said and done,
Yep.
that was the beginning of everything. He's been going for almost 2 years. And as that time has gone by, the train has grown and it grew more and it grew more and it grew more until finally it's what it is today. And I think with him, there's a lot of remorse for what has been done because he sees, okay, me even coming out and letting the world know this is my child is not working. Me telling the world he can do things with physical therapy is not working. Nothing that I can do right now is going to stop what I've created. So I feel like there is a lot of remorse inside of him, but because he is such a clout hound, he's not going to sit down with his chat on Twitch and have a conversation with them and talk about things and say to them like, listen, I know you guys support me, but can you guys back up off of? Can you guys stop doing? Can you guys leave this alone? Can y'all not do this? Because
then he'll look. He's contradicting himself. He don't want to be contradicting himself. He set it up. He started it. He no matter what he says, those people that have so much hate. They're just automatically hateful people anyway. So that's just another excuse to be evil.
Well, yeah, because when he came out and he said, that's my son. We're not going to keep doing this DNA. This is my son. They said, oh, she got a contract on his life. That's why he did that.
Yeah, it's always something. It's always some kind of BS. Like, come on, be for real.
Hold on one second, Heidi B. Yonsei, welcome back. Can we hear you now? Let's see.
Yes, you can. I had to dip off for a minute because I'm not supposed to be here. I'm at work. I'm gonna clock out in a minute. But I was at work, and
you gonna stop using us while you at work because you're not gonna drag us into it.
Anyway, but thing is, the StreamYard wouldn't connect to my headphones, and it was playing through the phone. I was like, oh my god. Now I'm getting hot.
You was about to go down.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't got much to say, but I'm gonna be honest. Watching this and her bring up Sean, I was like, I was giving much 50 Cent energy. What you say fuck me for? Say fuck that nigga.
Okay.
Because had she watched that whole thing, he didn't say good things about Sean either. He was coming for her too.
Hold on. I gotta say something. Unemployed people do too much. Go feed your children, grown-ass woman, by the way. Grown-ass woman, let me explain something to you. I have grown-ass kids, so they can feed themselves. You don't like the content, keep strolling, bitch. Keep going scrolling. Nobody asked you to be here. Anyway,
and who's saying who's unemployed?
Exactly.
Right,
I got 2 jobs.
I'm working right now, bitch. I'm working right now on multiple platforms, casually picking up a check.
She probably makes way more than you do if you really want to break it down, bro. So you might want to back the frick up.
A check. Anyway, continue with what you were saying, Yonsei.
That's crazy. I'm gonna clock out right now and go to my next job.
Okay, let her
tell him.
But yeah, had she watched that whole thing, she'd know. He didn't entirely say good things about Chrisean too. He was coming for her too.
I mean, okay, but here's the thing. I expect that. How are y'all surprised or upset about him doing things that you know he's gonna do? Now, how many times?
We know that, but the thing is, she coming for Chrisean, like he was saying all positive stuff about her. Like, girl.
But he did
fuck that bitch too.
Hold on. He said, but in not so many words, but he did put Chrisean above for once. Normally he puts Jaidyn above. He said Chrisean took care of him for a year. He said Chrisean is the better cheerleader.
Well,
Jaidyn
my
didn't
thing
do
is,
True.
he
nothing
didn't even. My thing is, he didn't compare their motherhood, and yet she used that as the means to say, "You feeding your child car share in the back of a Bentley." I'm like, damn, who said that?
because that's her trigger. That's why I said she's so angry at that baby, at the fact that he had a baby with her. She's angry about that. When you listen to people sometimes when they're talking, not when you yelling and screaming, bitter, angry. Um,
Yeah,
when you listen to somebody who's calmly angry, like you know how she was talking, she's calm, but you can hear the anger laced in her words, the venom laced in there. They tell you how they feel. That's why you got to let people talk. Just listen. That's why I don't type in the comment sections. I just sit back and I listen to what they're saying because sometimes it ain't always what a person say, it's what they don't say.
yeah. Actions speak louder than words.
Hold on, because I got to get this bitch up out of here. Keep going.
I was like, I was waiting on you to keep going. I was agreeing with what you're saying. I was like, actions speak louder than words. And just speaking on Chrisean and Blueface's custody situation, I was like, what they got to do with you? But my thing is, she's saying, he don't call their kids for their birthday. He don't hold their kids. And I was like, bitch, he don't call Chrisean's baby either. What's your point?
Because she thinks that her kids are better than baby
Uh-uh.
Chrisean Jesus.
No.
But
That's
my
just my
thing,
Because, no, no,
opinion.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Because he came for her. So now in that aspect, she's coming for him. Like, oh, you
True.
saying all of this shit, but you don't take care of your kids over here. You don't do shit for them over here. You didn't call for the first day of school. You didn't wish them a happy birthday. Like all of that. What she said was,
But I
you
thought they
were
went
so
together on the
worried.
first day, Henny.
Well, no, no, no. She's talking about why he was locked up because remember,
Oh,
she
okay, 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 okay.
said you were more concerned about you and a bag of M&Ms.
Yep.
So this means that while he was locked up in Click City, they didn't get birthday calls. He didn't call on the first day of school to see how the first day of school went. He wasn't checking in or doing any of that stuff.
neither did Lil Chrisean. He didn't get that either.
Well,
And
he
this is
did
what
talk to Chrisean though, because we have recorded phone calls of them being on the phone together.
after they. What about after they broke up though?
After they broke up,
Exactly.
no, we didn't, Izzy, but you can't say that he didn't at all.
Penny, Penny. So you mean on his first birthday and his second birthday,
They
he
was both
actually
locked up for his first birthday. We don't know what happened on the second birthday. Chrisean ain't never come live and say you ain't call our son and wish him a happy birthday. See, that's
okay?
an assumption. We don't know. We don't know. But what we do know is that they were together and he was talking to Chrisean on the phone when she got out of Click City. Because you got to remember, she was incarcerated too.
You're
People
And
right.
forget that
another thing
part.
I'm gonna say is Jaidyn, he missed Chrisean Jesus' whole birth. And he was with you in Miami. But now that he ignoring your kids, that's a problem. Now shame on Blueface if he ignoring his kids. Shame on you. We don't do deadbeats here. But still, now that it's your kids being ignored, oh, it's the issue.
Exactly.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Even when it comes down to that, everybody wants to blame Chrisean for that being the reason.
Mm,
And Chrisean was never the reason why Blue chose to do half of the shit that Blue chose to do. But
exactly.
she was catching hell for it. Like nobody is talking about the fact that when he was with Chrisean, he unfollowed Carlissa. And now he's not with Chrisean and he unfollowed Carlissa again.
Because he
Everybody
don't
said that
care for
he was
his mama.
right, but they were saying he was bucking up at his mom because of Chrisean. And it wasn't that, but he even told her that in Crazy in Love, he said to her, everything you got going on is because of you. It's not because of me. It's not because of her. It's because of you. He told her that. But she still came on this internet and she still said it was because of Chrisean. But now y'all still
And he
have the
still keep
same,
telling her.
but you got the same issues going on even to this day. It's the same stuff going on, and she's nowhere around. She's quiet, and y'all still got the same shit going. So now whose
Preach.
fault is it? Now everybody is seeing it's him. He's a problem. Oh, it's Carlissa. Carlissa's a problem. Oh,
She gonna
Jaidyn,
say
you
it's
got.
our fault next. She gonna say it's the rock card's fault.
But I've heard a couple content creators that was very much pro Jaidyn and very much fuck Chrisean, blaming her for everything. Now saying, "Oh, Jaidyn, you said you was done with him, and now you back over there. Why you so angry? You blah blah blah." Now y'all are starting to see shit that we've been saying.
I was saying that too because the whole time I'm watching these streams, I'm like, this is co-parenting. This is
Hmm.
what co-parenting is all about.
Exactly.
Blindfolding and handcuffing and choking and pushing into tables and all types of mushing in the head. That's co-parenting. Talking about fucking and splitting bills for food.
Does he
That's,
not think his
that's
son sees this
co-parenting.
stuff? And his nephews?
I don't think anybody thinks about that part. And if you really think about it, I'm sad to see that there seems to be some type of friction that's going on, bubbling underneath the surface between Carter and Javon. And I don't know what
Yes.
that's about, but they don't seem as close as they once were. And I'm
Mm-mm.
wondering what the hell that's all about. Because now, remember, they got caught talking about the baby, about Javon having a brother. So
I
now
was
I'm
there.
wondering what the hell is going on that these two are not as close as they once were. He was being very mean to Javon in that car. Is anybody paying attention to the children?
Yeah, I'll be paying attention. That's the one I
No,
pay
not
attention to the
you.
most is the kids. Yeah.
Not you. I'm talking about them.
Yeah.
Is anybody paying attention to the children? Everybody is so worried about clearing their name and being right and this, that,
Right.
and the third that ain't nobody paying attention to what's going on with the children. Javon got a sadness in him.
That's what I was saying since before I cut my own self off earlier when I was talking about him. His eyes. I have a thing with my boys. My boys, boys don't always tell you what's going on. So
No,
I have to read my boys' eyes. I know when they sick. I know when they sad. I know when they hurt. I know when they heart broke. You know what I mean? But his eyes look so distant. Like he's so distant. Like mentally, he's just not with them. Like he's there, but he don't really like. He don't want to be with that shit. You can see it in his eyes. Like I got a little brother, and y'all weird.
but
I ain't paying
remember
attention to that.
while Blue was in Click Click City, I was saying I hope that y'all are getting him some type of mental health. Let him have somebody to talk to because that was a big change and a big transition for him.
Yeah.
And now that his dad is home, of course he's on the internet. He's even playing Robux, and people know who his dad is. So, are you paying attention to conversations that he might be having over that game
Yes.
system? Like, are y'all like? My thing is, fuck y'all feelings. Y'all are grown. What about these kids?
Yep. Because my grandson is 8, and I promise you, when he playing that game, my son, when he be upstairs, his uncle be, he be listening to him, and he'll text me downstairs, or he'll text his daddy and be like, "Hey, I don't know, this conversation ain't. I need, come listen to it or whatever." Because one day the man did say was like saying something to my grandson. My grandson kept saying, "I am 7 years old. You do know I am 7 years old." And I jumped up out of the bed and I was like, snatch the headphones. So you gotta pay attention because I was like, "Who the hell are you? Like, why are you talking to a 7-year-old? If you don't get out of here, you gotta
Well,
watch these kids."
well, I will say I would rather see him playing Roblox or playing catch with his oldest son who does need him as opposed to him chasing women. That would be
Oh
a
yeah,
way be
absolutely.
way more positive for his image. Now I got two more points to make. Well, three more points to make, and I'm gonna go. The first point is the shade that was peeped to Stunner Girl. Are we going to tune in if Stunner Girl decides to get online and roast her? Are we going to tune in? Because not prostitute.
I don't care about neither one of them at this point. They both grimy and nasty.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but I need
Stunner
the
Girl
entertainment.
was on Backpage allegedly. Now listen, here's the thing. I don't want nobody derailing the chat and getting them off topic. I said I didn't want to talk about that. Here's the thing. There is something that is going around on the other side. It does not need to be publicized. And that's the problem. Y'all talking about, I don't want that talked about in the chat. I don't. I'm not trying to bring no light to it. Now, unless y'all going to go do something about it, ain't no need to have conversations about it and make it bigger than what it already is. It's disgusting. It's deplorable. It's full of lies and venom.
I'm glad I don't know what you're talking and I can't see nothing because good.
I didn't
God
see
didn't
the
leave me to
comments.
see
I
it.
don't know what they're
Thank you,
talking
Jesus.
about.
I don't want to talk about that because talking about it puts more light on it. And there's people that are just going to go be nosy and not do anything about it. And I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just upset because I already got upset about it this morning. But that's going to open a whole can of worms. And there's almost 600,000 million people in here.
Yep,
Okay,
yep, all of
Everybody
them.
hit the damn like button.
All of them.
Shit, and
Y'all better hit
everybody,
that like button, all this
all
tea and Henny and stuff.
565,000 of y'all, send me $1 on Cash App. $sign Jupiter Juju 8. God damn it. All of y'all send me a Cash App, I'll be set for the day.
The
Anyway,
second point. The
Yeah,
second
for
point I was
all 10 million of us.
the the second point I was going to make is what's y'all opinion on someone asking him about abandoning Sonny?
well, why you asking us questions? You're supposed to be up here giving your commentary on the content that was displayed today. We ain't talking about that today. We talking about that tomorrow during Showdown. See, look at you trying to jump. And how you going to try to come up here and play host? Miss Ma'am,
Thank you,
where'd you
ma'am.
go?
I'm right here. I had to give my phone to security guard.
Uh,
You know what? Just skip that point then. Skip that point then.
Yeah, then save that for tomorrow because tomorrow is What Say You Wednesday. So you could come up here and say what you want to say.
All right, remind me then.
I'm
Well,
going to remind you because it's going to be a talking point.
if I'm able. And the third one, it's more like a rant, and it's
Uh-oh.
kind of like an unpopular opinion.
Oh, shit. All right, let's hear it. Everybody brace yourself. She about to do an unpopular
I'm
opinion
gritting my
now.
teeth.
Brace yourself.
It shouldn't be that unpopular, but it kind of grinds my gears a little bit that Sean started Twitch first out of everybody in the circus. Everybody in the circus. And then this ninja tells her, don't stream, don't do Twitch. Only for him to come out and be a whole Twitch crack addict on Twitch 72 hours a day, be successful at it, and get monetized.
Because
And
he
then
ain't got nothing else to do.
But I know, but I agree with you on this one. So it ain't really an unpopular opinion because you absolutely 1,000%
Right.
are correct.
and
That
now
he
look at
did
Sean
start
just
Twitching.
freaking up. And now Sean done abandoned it. Like, what the hell? Girl, if you don't get back on Twitch.
She don't. What she's saying is she don't want that. That's still the human world. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to deal with that side right now. All
Yeah, but
the
she gets on
nonsense.
TikTok, so I understand where she coming from with
Yeah,
that
I
one.
say the same
And
thing, but
I
we know
can't
how
deal
that
with the
go.
TikTok comments. I can't do it. I
I
can't do
will.
it.
But you know, she already making bank on TikTok. She ain't gotta push or press for nothing. Twitch is a headache. Twitch is a bunch of mess. You do the wrong thing, you say the wrong things. It's always a headache. I mean, I kind of see. I don't know. Twitch is cool,
This is
but
I
the
actually
difference.
like Twitch, But it's just I be a little nervous with Twitch sometimes because I'm just like,
You don't know what to do and what not to do sometimes.
But I've done just about everything. I have cussed
Yeah, you
over there.
have.
I have played television shows over there. I've played music over there
Movies.
and all of that. So I mean,
Yes.
I don't know what you can't do. I mean, I make sure that I'm properly clothed and I'm not showing no skin and I'm very
So why did he get banned that day or whatever?
because Stunner Girl was half naked on his Twitch.
I thought so. That's what I thought, but I didn't see like
that because he ain't did nothing different
yeah.
before or after that situation.
You're right.
You right.
And it ain't
He
nothing
is
no
in
different.
competition
Look,
with
it
her.
ain't nothing no different than when you see baddies on Twitch or when you see any of that because they be half naked.
Yeah, but she actually
It's like
had
who?
whole
Yeah,
lip flips and she was scantily clad.
she was doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
she was doing that on purpose.
And just like this whole thing about I choose up and I choose Stunner Girl, like boy, bye. You doing that because y'all got a little bit of a buzz. You ain't really checking for that girl.
Do y'all think that's for real or for play?
For play, I think that
Play,
is all promotion. Because they went viral.
She probably still getting the ping.
I believe that part. Because remember, in his first Twitch stream home with DDG, he said any female that he says is his friend is somebody he smashed.
I was about to say smashed.
Of all
Thank
people,
you for the super sticker.
Oh God.
EW Gerald.
Of all people, your ex coworker / friend's baby daddy. Of all people.
Well, you can't. A hoe gonna be a hoe. A ninja gonna be a ninja.
Even hoes got morals, Henny.
No, they don't. You ain't got a hoe friend, do you?
Yes,
I was about to say.
Okay. So now your whole friend is the friend that you'll never leave alone with your man.
That part.
Because that whole friend will sleep with your man. A hoe ain't got no moral or no code. But we hang with the hoe because we know the hoe.
We look, what do they say? You just sometimes just gotta learn to love people.
You got a lot of hoes.
You gotta love them for who they are. I mean, if they want to be a hoe, you just love them for being a hoe.
I mean,
want to be a thief, you love them be a thief.
If it's time to run game and find out if that ninja cheating on you or if he will cheat on you or not, you send the hoe in to do it.
Amen.
So it's good to have a hoe friend. And she lets you know about these niggas out here. Because the hoes be knowing. So hoes serve a purpose. So you don't get rid of the hoes. You just don't leave the hoes unattended.
Well, I love the hoes. Okay.
I'm sick of you.
We love the hoes like we love the strippers, okay? We love the hoes like we love the strippers. But anyway, I'm gonna thank both of y'all for coming up. I'm actually going to dip out for right now. I need to find out if we're doing Henny and Slim tonight or not because honestly, I'm really tired.
All right, I'm gonna dip out too. I gotta start drive.
All right. Well, thank you both for coming up. I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you too, Sissy. And I'll be back. I'll be back a little more often.
Yes, please.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh,
Toodles.
wait a minute, y'all say you're not gonna say POP, hold it down. Oh, she done tipped out
gone.
before she did her infamous out. So she be like, POP, hold it down.
She out already. All right, Sissy,
All right,
love you.
Thank you. Love you as well.
Give the girls a hug and give mom a hug, okay?
You do the same for me with the boys.
All right. Mwah.
All right. All right, you guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this impromptu live that I done gave y'all. I just figured I wasn't gonna go live over on YouTube when I could go live over here go live on Instagram when I could go live over here on YouTube and give y'all a little bit of a show and open up the floor and let y'all come up, let y'all talk about it because maybe this was something that needed to be talked about. Now we didn't talk about Sadie. Sadie said she smashed Blue and smiling Jaidyn face. She did. And Jaidyn even said something about him smashing her friend, and that's why she did the smash and dash with a dude. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Everything has been confirmed, and baby, the circus is back. Anyway, y'all do what y'all do. Love how y'all love. Remember, when you vibe, vibe high. When you rest, rest well. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Cause I don't want the simple life.